Taking a gap year to travel the world, the ultimate guide. Introduction. What is a gap year? A gap year is a year taken between high school and college to explore, grow, and mature. It is a time to find out what you want to do with your life. However, a gap year does not have to be a full year. Some students choose to take a few months or a semester off instead. The benefits of taking a gap year. Taking a gap year is a period of time in which one takes a break from school, work, or other commitments. This break can be taken for any reason, such as to travel, volunteer, or explore career options. There are many benefits to taking a gap year, including developing skills that will help you in the future, making more informed decisions about your life and career, meeting new people and making new friends, getting out of your comfort zone and trying something new, exploring the world around you and expanding your horizons. How to decide whether you should take a gap year. Deciding to take a gap year is a big decision. It's important to think about the pros and cons of taking a break from school. Some people may think that taking a gap year is just an excuse for not being able to get into college, but it's not. Gap years are valuable for many reasons. They can help you decide on what career path you want to take, help you figure out who you are as an individual, and give you time to explore your passions without feeling pressured by schoolwork. If there is any doubt in your mind about whether or not this is the right move for you, ask yourself the following questions. Do I have enough money? Am I happy with my current job? Am I happy with my college choices? Picking your destination for your gap year trip. Choosing a destination for your gap year might seem like a daunting task. There are so many places to visit, and it can be hard to know where to start. The first thing you should do is think about what you want out of your trip. Do you want to see the world's most famous landmarks? Do you want to experience a new culture? Do you want to volunteer in an area of the world that needs help? Once you have an idea of what it is that interests you, then the next step is narrowing down where in the world would be best for fulfilling this interest. One way of doing this is by looking at different regions on a map and picking one based on its proximity to other countries and/or cities that interest you. Another way would be by looking at different countries and choosing one based on whether or not they speak your native language, or if they have any visa requirements for citizens from. How much does it cost to take a gap year? Taking a gap year is a great way to explore the world, develop new skills, and make connections. This article will take a look at how much it costs to take a gap year. The cost of taking a gap year can depend on what you want to do during your time off. For example, if you are looking for volunteer work, then the cost may be lower than if you plan on traveling the world. Some people also choose to combine volunteering with travel by working abroad for up to 12 months, which can be more expensive than just traveling for that period of time. A study from Oxford found that the average cost of travel was $4,000 per month, or $48,000 for 12 months in 2016. This number would be higher now due to inflation rates and currency fluctuations, so it is best to use this as an estimate, rather than an exact amount. In general, taking a gap year should not cost more than $50,000. What documents do I need to take a gap year? A gap year is a break from the traditional path of education. It is typically taken by students in their late teens or early 20s, who take time off from education to pursue other interests, work, or travel. Some documents you will need for your gap year are a passport, student ID card, and college acceptance letter. You will also need to make sure you have enough money saved up for living expenses and that you are covered by health insurance. 4 types of gap years. Immersion gap year. An immersion gap year involves spending an extended period of time immersed in a foreign culture, which typically includes living abroad with a host family, taking language classes, and participating in cultural activities and practices. An immersion gap year pushes you outside of your comfort zones and teaches you firsthand about how other people in the world live. Gap year volunteer. A volunteer gap year emphasizes leaving a positive impact on the places you visit and on the people you meet. This type of gap year allows you to explore areas of interest that you might not have had the opportunity to do otherwise. Volunteer opportunities include economic development, graphic design, and sustainable agriculture, among other things. Personal gap year. While you can collaborate with organizations related to your hobbies and interests to define a more concrete project for your time off, Curatia Personal Gap Year is unique to you. You could spend time launching the food blog you've always dreamed of. your Instagram to reach influencer status, or sharing the joy of your favorite hobbies by being a guitar instructor or soccer coach. Academic gap year. An academic gap year typically involves exploring university life before committing to a specific university or major. These programs are typically offered by academic institutions like Oxford and RMIT University, and let you enroll in interesting college-level courses, often in a new and exciting cultural setting. Academic gap year programs are a great choice if you want to continue rigorous learning even during your time off. They're also recommended for students who want to explore their academic interests in greater depth, without the pressure of choosing a major.